So before going to describe all these things, I would like to present this. What is the impact of climate change? That is the direct and indirect impact of the climate change on the agriculture or on various sectors actually. So the direct impacts, these are the frequent flood and intense drought, cyclone, heat, cold waves, and many other many agriculture regions. These are the indirect effects are the change in farming system, cropping pattern, growing season and cropping intensities, input use and tillage practices, increased competitions from the wheat, and so many. So why climate smart agriculture practices needed? So in 2015, India adopted Agenda 2030. So and its 17 SDG along with 116 targets to achieve by the 2030. So Niti Aayog is mandated with the task of coordinating on SDG to achieve this country target. So climate smart agriculture involves sustainable increase in agricultural productivity and incomes. As we last 2 days we listening all these things. So it's based on three pillars actually: increasing productivity, income, vis-a-vis income to have a better food security, adaptations, and increasing resilience, and mitigating the GHG emissions. Next. So CS approaches aims to incorporate climate change adaptations, mitigations, and into development strategies, leading to increased in agricultural productivity and incomes. There's three things actually we need to describe. It is very important. That is, agricultural system is more vulnerable to climate change, and to assess this vulnerability, so we need to monitor all these things like exposure to the climate change, sensitivity to the ecosystem, and adaptive capacity. All these things are combinedly are that's called vulnerability assessment. And vulnerability assessment can be, it's the formula that is called sensitivity plus exposure minus adaptive capacities. Okay, the adaptation is the altering exposure, reducing sensitivity, increasing adaptive capacity. Next. So this is a map of district level vulnerability map, and it is prepared with the CRIDA. So this is the, you can say the red as highly vulnerable and the green as least vulnerable area. The district wise vulnerability map. Next. So what is climate CSR technology? These are water smart, weather smart, nutrient smart, carbon smart, and energy smart, and knowledge smart technologies. So I will go very quickly. So this is the water smart. These are DSR, AWD, SRI, drip irrigation and mulching, tensiometer based irrigation, and sensor based irrigation or sprinkler irrigation, whatever we have discussed yesterday or 2 days, what is going on. So DSR, as you know that these are the dry seeded rice, and it has a potential to save water and labor in rice cultivations. So DSR is highly productive and short duration varieties are used mostly. So what are the limitations actually if you are going to practice the DSR practices, dry DSR specifically? This, the weed competition is very high due to not proper management of the agricultural practices in farmers field actually. So these are the weed varieties which is uh, grown in the DSR field. So that is reducing to 33% of the yield loss. Then these are the wet DSR, and wet DSR is done by the drum seeder, and these are the cropping, that is the water saving technologies and save labor cost also. And it also reduces the methane emissions as per the concerns. So these are the micro irrigation, and it's all these water saving technologies, drip irrigations, and mulching technology is there. And it's a chameleon sensor. We can sense called a chameleon sensor through which there is three button is there: red, blue, and green. And it is a sensor, and it is deep into the root zone, and that calculate what amount of water actually needed to the root zone of the crop. So accordingly, the light it Hello. According to the light, we can calculate the water and pour the water in the field. Then this is sprinkler irrigation. This is a tensiometer based irrigation, and it is developed by NRA, and it is also it's a color coded tensiometer that you can see. The four color is there. Accordingly, it is also dipped into the root zone of the rice irrigation actually, and it if there is a water present in the light blue zone, then it is no need to irrigations. If it is present in brown zone, this zone, so adverse effect on grain yield due to the scarcity of the water to the root zones. Then this is the alternate wetting drying, perforated alternative wetting drying. These are some of the water management practices. This is the three practices. Actually, it is highly higher yield. It's higher yield. Reduce the deviations and soil health improve through biological activity. Actually, what is the limitations? Why this is not adopting the Indian Odisha farmer? This is due to the initially it is labor intensive in nature. For that reason, so most of the farmer are denying to adopt these practices. Actually, it is highly productive. You know, I think I no need to explain. So this is one of our findings, one of the research findings. There is a multi-criteria assessment screening climate smart rice establishment techniques in the coastal rice production system in India. Me and some of scientists of the NRA, we have published these research papers, and from this finding we got SRI, AWD and DSR